All right, it seems clear that Russia is steadily gaining in the Donbass.
Well, hello, and thank you for having me indeed. In my understanding, there is a long simmering war right now between Russia and Ukraine, and I think Russian Federation is gaining some sort of tactical, let's say, gains on the ground. But the key question is going to be who's going to be the biggest winner from a strategic standpoint. And in this regard, I guess the question is still open. However, based on my analysis, I think Ukraine already at some point gained the biggest points in this regard.
And you know what? When we've seen explosions or strikes across the border inside Russia, I mean, this one that we just spoke about today, Russia is saying that was a missile strike. But elsewhere in Russia, at weapons factories, at airplane facilities, things like that, we have seen odd fires, odd explosions. Do those things seem to be the work of some inside collaborators working for the Ukrainian side?
That's a very good question. I don't think actually that these incidents are accidental. Generally speaking, those incidents do not happen accidentally. There might be some sort of, let's say, clandestine operations going on within the Russian Federation itself. But still, there is very minimal information, at least within the open sources, for this very moment about it. But definitely, there has been much, let's say, damage already received by Moscow in this regard.
You know, we also see, and we're pulling on your expertise as an intelligence analyst here, so feel free to voice your informed opinions on some of these. But there have been a lot of reports in the, for example, Western media, of there being a lot of dissatisfaction inside of Putin's own orbit, of them not being satisfied with the huge losses that Russia's army has suffered, of them not agreeing at all with this war. Does it surprise you that this is going on? I mean, do you see this continuing despite there being some reports of vast differences of opinion, even close to Putin?
I think there are different opinions right now circulating in the entourage of Mr. Putin, President Putin. And there are very many influential, let's say, people around him with a similar intelligence background who know actually the recent history of the Soviet Union, how it collapsed, how the system actually could not manage to overtake all those challenges after the very harsh, let's say, worldwide sanctions, even from the states which generally have been very generous towards Russian Federation. And I do believe that this dissatisfaction is gonna rise. And what President Putin for this very moment tries is to sell, let's say, these tactical gains to the local Russian citizens on one hand, and on the other hand, to its own entourage, to make the picture look like that Russia allegedly is winning the war, which is not true in my understanding.
All right, Kakhaber Kemoklidze, excellent to have you on our show.
Pleasure is mine, Michelle.